Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So we have some XRP news today. We have some Bitcoin news today. We have some, I believe, Solana news as well. But we know XRP is very deep in Hong Kong, and look what's happening. Well, Ripple is deep in Hong Kong. They have the CBDC platform, retail and wholesale. Don't forget they have that retail aspect. So we have this going on in Hong Kong. Hong Kong to enhance digital asset regulation in 18 months. Once again, I ask why? Why is everybody rushing? Everybody's rushing. When I say everybody, all these major countries are rushing towards releasing these systems. They want it done. They want it done quickly. They know, just like we know, first of all, there's a lot of power on the table. There's also a lot of value, and they want to be at the forefront. All of these countries want to be at the forefront of the moving of that massive value. But it begins here. It says, by establishing a comprehensive regulatory framework, the city aims to attract global fintech talent, foster innovation, and ensure the security and integrity of digital asset transactions. Why now? This could have been done last year, the year before that. Ripple has been working hard on that CBDC platform in Hong Kong for a long time. Not to mention the Bank for International Settlements is heavy, working with the Hong Kong Monetary Authority and a lot of other companies as well are deep in Hong Kong. Why now? Right? Why now? We're getting a lot of clarity for crypto around the world. You saw what just happened with XRP. Ripple pays this fine. We're unleashed. That's just one example. I mean, they're about to unleash crypto, in my humble opinion, not financial advice. They're about to unleash crypto in a way that people have not seen ever and don't expect. I think a lot of people are going to get caught off guard. I do. Hong Kong is poised to enhance its digital asset regulation within the next 18 months, marking a significant step in its mission to become a global hub for financial technology. At the Foresight 2024 annual summit, David Chu, my apologies, a member of the Legislative Council of the Hong Kong Special Administration Region, outlined the city's strategic plans to attract technology talents, build new infrastructure, and establish robust legislative supervision. You have this happening. You have good movement in the U.S. right now, to be honest. And the U.S. has lagged for a long time, but we're actually starting to see some progress in the U.S. You definitely have a lot happening in Europe with all of these different regulations and legislations, MiCA, etc. Remember, go back and watch a few of the members only videos. There's other things going on in Europe that's very interesting. I'll tell you that much. And you have this happening in Hong Kong, but don't forget what's going on in the UAE, all at the same time. There's no coincidence, folks. Now, says Cho emphasized that this initiative is crucial for the technology industry over the next 5 to 10 years. Quote, the digital asset industry has made significant progress in the past few years, but we are still in a very early stage, unquote, Cho said. So once again, we have another expert saying we're in early. That's going to be key in the future. All right, let's move on to another article here. We have a little XRP news. Of course, you have a lot going on with Ripple. They're on fire. They're on fire. I can't wait for all of crypto to be on fire, to be honest. A lot of companies are doing very, very well, in my humble opinion. But this article is titled, Ripple Seeks RLUSD's Regulatory Approval While Many Unregulated Stablecoins Exist. Let's find out what they're talking about. This could get interesting very quickly. Bill Morgan, a prominent XRP advocate, has recently drawn attention to Ripple's efforts to obtain regulatory approval for its stablecoin RLUSD. While many well-known stablecoins exist without approval. Yes, they're seeking it, but will they receive it? The crucial statement came following RLUSD's initial testing on the XRPL and Ethereum mainnets. While announcing the significant milestone in the Ripple ecosystem, the team revealed that the stablecoin hasn't yet received regulatory approval, and hence it is not available for purchase or trading. This statement caught the attention of the XRP enthusiast, as highlighted by Morgan. In June 2024, Ripple announced the potential launch of its strategic stablecoin Ripple USD, which CEO Brad Garlinghouse called the real USD. The community, quote, quote unquote, the community was too much overwhelmed by the announcement. I don't like when people talk like that. Like we're like passing out like a fan of Michael Jackson's in the 80s. You remember they used to like, oh, Michael Jackson, they pass out. Sorry, I saw a video. Like I was on TikTok at some point. I saw a video where people were comparing Taylor Swift fans to Michael Jackson fans. And they must not have seen how people used to behave. They used to be passing out in the crowd. And I was younger at the time. I'm watching on like the TV. Like, what is wrong with these people? So that's why that came to mind. But I hate when people talk like this, like we're just some fans or something. We're not fans. We want to make some capital. If it can help XRP get there, so be it. If it can't, then I don't care about any stable coins at all. I'm not going to pretend. If it can help, if it can assist XRP like they say, great. If it can't, get that out of here. I don't care about it. So to say the community was too much overwhelmed, that's a weird way to put that. By the announcement, as the team shed light on the potential of the stablecoin market to reach $2.8 trillion to $3 trillion by 2028 from the current 150 million. Subsequently, the ecosystem saw multiple developments, including the creation of the webpage and RLUSD's first test. In the first week of August, Ripple developed an exclusive webpage. Let's move on here, folks. I hope you're all loving life, enjoying life, laugh when you want to. I don't care who's around or whatever you want to do it. As long as it's not harming anybody else, if it's going to make you happy and it's good and it's not harmful, do it. You're wasting time. There doesn't have to be a tomorrow. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Carpe noctem, seize the night. All right, so anyway. Now this, so some people waste time, like life. Yeah, you know how many people I've lost? Like the years have changed me. I don't know why people feel like you're supposed to be the same. The only thing that's constant is change. Everything has its seasons. We have seasons in us as well. There's cycles. Everything has its cycles is what it means. From nature to your own nature. The external to the internal. Everything has its polarities and the pendulum bounces back and forth. So you know how many people I've lost over this past few years, especially in 2021, and it's caused dramatic changes in the way I view life, the way I approach life, and the different things that I do. So it lets me know, hey, live fully today, max out every single day. You want to laugh, laugh. You want to tell a joke, you want to tell a joke. You want to be quiet, somebody's talking too much and you don't want to talk, don't talk. We don't have time to waste. I'm telling you. All right. So now, here's when this article is titled, here's when Bitcoin will hit $230,000, according to analysts. After undergoing a flash crash, the price of Bitcoin has made a significant recovery, with analysts maintaining that the maiden cryptocurrency is destined for a further bull run. Particularly in a Trading View post on August the 8th, Alan Santana offered a comprehensive outlook on Bitcoin's potential price trajectory, drawing attention to key indicators and patterns. According to the expert, Bitcoin's monthly relative strength index is currently at 57.59. While this reading generally indicates a bullish trend, Santana warned that the RSI's downward trajectory could spell trouble for Bitcoin in the short term. Historically, an RSI in the bullish zone suggests room for further decline. All right. At the same time, Santana drew parallels between the current RSI reading and a similar scenario in May 2022. During that period, Bitcoin's RSI dropped to 48, and the cryptocurrency traded between $40,000 and $25,000, with the most significant trading activity around $33,000 to $36,000. Therefore, Santana predicts a similar pattern may unfold this time. It says Bitcoin's next record high. That's what I really wanted to hear about. I probably should have skipped that other part. Despite the short-term bearish outlook, we'll see how things go. I don't feel bearish about Bitcoin right now, but we shall see. And if the Fed does those cuts, things are looking pretty bullish in my humble opinion, but it really depends on if the Fed does those cuts. Then on top of that, taking into account other information that they're not talking about here. Well, I'm not going to say what that is, but hey, listen, go watch that members only video from yesterday. It says he projected that Bitcoin could reach a new all-time high of $190,000 to $230,000 in 2025 or 2026. I'll take either one, but I will love for it to happen 2025 for sure. Or if not, maybe we get that fourth quarter explosion that people are talking about this year, and we'll see how high Bitcoin can go then. And if it goes that high, other things are going to go high as well. Remember, XRP is now in the clear also. So hopefully we'll see a little bit of spark in that as well. So now back to what I was saying before we get to this next article here. And you always have the option to skip these parts and such like that. If you listen to me when I'm talking about certain things, and I appreciate you just listening through the whole video. I do. I'm not a person who's going to be fake with you. Listen, those people who show loyalty to me, I show loyalty to them. I'm loyal to you until death. That's how I am. If you have love for me, I love you till death. That's it. There is no questioning about it, unless you do something heinous. And I've never known anybody do anything heinous, just how it is. I make sure I'm around good people, and I think that you're good people, right? But I'll say this. You don't have any time to waste. If you have people that you love, man, show them love. If you haven't talked to somebody in a long while, but you have love for them, you might have a little bit of a problem with them, give them a call. You're wasting time. This is not advice. You do what you want to do, but I'm just saying I would give them a call, because let's say that they pass away or something like that. And like I told you, I'm telling you, I've lost multiple very, very close people to me. You can see the changes in me. You can see times where I'm going through something. Like if you just watch the channel, I mean, some people just here for the money, the money talk and the crypto talk. All right, so be it. But I'm a person as well. And so you can see different times. You could tell I'm going through something. But multiple people over this last few years that are very close to me have passed away. And I just sit there thinking sometimes, man, I wish I could see them again. I wish I could talk to them again. I wish we spent more time with each other. You know, I wish I didn't let the archetype of life of working and building something and, you know, I wish I didn't let those things get in the way, and I spent more time just sitting down with these people, being in their presence. Just sometimes I sit down and I think like, man, I'd love just being in their presence. That's it. That's it. We have to do nothing else. We have to talk or not. Just sitting near, you know, let's say like an uncle of mine, sitting near the uncle and being in his house, you know, man, it's just, some people just have a impactful presence, you know, looking at that hot sauce collection, stuff like that. Like, oh man, because he used to collect stuff. My family travels a lot. And he would pick up the hottest stuff everywhere, and he would bring it back, and he'll let everybody try some of this hot, like extreme hot sauces. That was his thing. And the whole family loved hot sauce, except for me. Like I can eat some hot stuff, but I don't love it. My whole family loves hot foods. So he would bring it back. The whole family would come over his house, try stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, I wish we could have that time again, and we can't. So this is why I urge people, do not waste time. Don't waste your own time. Like, how do I phrase that? Live fully yourself and show love to others while you can, if you love them, because you don't know who's going to go win. Every single person that I've lost over these last few years, it has come out of nowhere. I did not expect it. Word to the wise. It is what it is. So now this next article here is titled "Analyst Sets XRP's Next All-Time High for Upcoming Bull Market." And it begins here. Amid the recent Ripple legal development, attention has turned to XRP's price trajectory, particularly its ability to exit the current consolidation phase and amount a breakout. Notably, crypto trading expert Alan Santana has maintained that investors should expect a possible breakout to a new record high during the next bull market. Now, I was thinking the same thing. Some people say the bull market is right now. I say it's building towards that. I don't say this is real bull market. Not for me. For others, like I said, others are saying that. But in a real bull market, from my viewpoint, everything is going up. Everything's going up significantly. Everybody's shouting and cheering, having a good time. There's euphoria. People are feeling great. You never want this high to go down. I just don't see that right now. I don't. Things are up a little bit. They're bouncing. Well, Bitcoin is, no, I wouldn't even say Bitcoin is up a little bit. Markets came back a little bit. But I think the real bull run is in the future. In a Trading View post on August the 10th, Santana pointed out that the cryptocurrency has accumulated since June 2022, setting the stage for significant upward movement in the upcoming bull market. Santana outlined a cyclical pattern in the cryptocurrency market, demonstrating how different years align with specific market phases. According to his analysis, 2024 will be a year of accumulation, paving the way for a bull market in 2025. He emphasized that the cyclical behavior has been observed across various altcoins, not just XRP. All right, well, talk that price to me now. Where is the price you're talking about? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I like it. I find these price predictions very entertaining. I love it. Nice little adrenaline rush for me. In determining the next XRP record high price, Santana deployed Fibonacci retracement levels to support his projections. He identified an easy target for XRP at $1.32. Are you saying? Oh, okay. So he said the next record high. I'll say this: $1.32 is not unreasonable for one of the targets in the next bull run. That's not unreasonable at all. That's very reasonable. That's very possible. Yeah, sure. I think it could go a little higher in the next bull run. It all depends. See, it depends on things where this is why you have to do the research. If I start to see Ripple drop an announcement here, there, SBI getting active, drop an announcement here and there, and some of this stuff you have to really dig for. If I start to see that, the potentiality goes up. If I don't see it, okay, so then the potentiality goes down. I'm working with lower numbers for my expectations. The expectations are going to have to be adjustable depending on the catalyst, of course. It says, according to Santana, the Fibonacci levels point towards $4.60, representing a 700% increase from the current price. Wait, I think we lost a part. We skipped a part. Oh, it says, okay, so that's the easy target is $1.32. It says with a more ambitious goal of reaching new all-time highs in 2025, 2026. Okay, I misread that at first. So I guess the higher prices he's going for is $4.60. That's nice. Okay, yeah, sure. It says, however, his calculations give an even higher target of $5.13. Yeah, I don't see that as being highly unreasonable. I don't. I think that's very reasonable. I do think from $2 to $3, I think you're going to see a lot of volatility. This is where a lot of non-believers will sell. They're holding XRP now to make a profit. They don't believe in it as much as others to hold that long. I think you're going to see a lot of selling from $2 to $3. That's just my humble opinion based on what I've seen in the last bull market, 2021 bull market, from other things that went very, very high, and quite a few things went high at that time that I was involved in. But it could be different. XRP is not them. It could be very different. I do consider that as well. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to adjust as time goes on, depending on the catalyst, right? But his numbers here they're pretty solid. Pretty solid. All right, we shall see. So now let's move on to another article here. Oh, another Bitcoin article. Covering Bitcoin, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's made me very happy. It does. It's fun. It's fun. It's not difficult to get a hold of the information. It's very interesting to analyze what's going on with the Bitcoin market. And Bitcoin is, I think, in the future, heavily going to be impacted by institutions. Also, that makes me very, very excited to cover it. Interesting to cover it. I want to see what the floor is going to be, like the low price is going to be for Bitcoin. I think it's going to be much, much higher. That's why I say that. Institutions have the pattern of pushing those bottom prices up much higher. Like I said, like look at gold, for example. I don't know if gold will ever go down to those low levels where we acquired it before. I don't think so. I think it's only going higher, and Bitcoin is primed for that in the future, which means that all of crypto, some of that liquidity is going to come out of Bitcoin and go into other coins. That's what they call altcoin season, right? And not just the liquidity coming out of Bitcoin going into altcoins, but it causes a frenzy. Remember, there's a huge cash pile on the side. And not only that, this is why I've been covering the money market funds. Because the liquidity out of the money market funds, it can come out of there rapidly, and it hasn't gone back into the stock market. A lot of that liquidity is just sitting there. So as more and more people are pulling capital out of the banks and going into money market funds, that means that capital can come out and play in a crypto bull run. That's why I cover it. Those are highly significant to the crypto bull run in anything that's going to need liquidity for an explosion in the upcoming year or months. It says the crypto world. Well, the article is titled, "The demand for Bitcoin in the USA is skyrocketing. New all-time high in progress." That's interesting. What is Bitcoin doing today? Is it? I didn't look at the charts. I don't know what it's doing. But to have an article written like this, that's interesting. Let's see what they have to say. Like, is something going on with Bitcoin I don't know about? Did the price go up significantly? The crypto world is experiencing, remember, I'm a research guy. I'm not a chart guy. I'm a long-term holder for real. So I can let my crypto collect dust. And as the research tells me that there's catalysts, then I'll go back and look at the charts if there's something major that happens. But I haven't read anything major happening, so I don't have to look at the charts every day. There's people that specifically specialize in reading charts. That's not me. All right. The crypto world, because some people may say, well, Mick, you're in crypto. Why don't you look at the charts all the time? Because I'm a researcher. I look at the research all the time. That tells me where everything is headed. But things can happen. Right? The crypto world is experiencing unprecedented excitement, and the United States is positioning itself as the main driver of this new wave of adoption. Bitcoin in particular is attracting the attention of American investors. I was just talking about that, signaling glorious days ahead for the crypto queen. Crypto queen? Why would you say crypto queen? I don't understand that. Is there something, because like, you know, king, queen, there's sort of a hierarchy, right? I mean, if you're going to use traditional wording, who the heck would be the king? That's what I'm questioning. Like, if they say Bitcoin is the crypto queen, then who the heck is the king? I don't know. I don't know why they phrase it like that. Okay. You didn't have to call it anything, but it says here, the Coinbase Premium Index shows a strong demand for Bitcoin in the United States, with a significant increase in the price gap between Coinbase and other platforms. Bitcoin recently reached $60,557 after falling to $49,000. That's a pretty good rebound. Quickly rebounding by 6%. This resilience demonstrates investors' confidence in the digital asset. Remember way back when everything was real bad, a few days back, and I posted like some clips from my research about how resilient Bitcoin is. Analyst Julio Moreno highlights the importance of the $45,000 threshold for Bitcoin. Staying above this level could allow it to reach new heights. Ki Young Ju shares this optimism and predicts a new record within a year, provided the price remains above $45,000. He cautions, however, that a prolonged bearish scenario would make recovery more difficult. Long-term holders having transferred more than 404,000 Bitcoin to long-term storage show strong confidence in Bitcoin's future. That's very good. The crypto market is unpredictable. They always say that. Why do they always say that? We know that. Okay, then they go into Ali Martinez's predictions, which I believe we read that yesterday. But so far, Bitcoin still looking super bullish, in my opinion, in a lot of people's opinions. All right, so now let's get to this Solana news, right? I don't want to miss this out. I don't want to miss out on this today. So now let's scroll down here. Major Solana move to Binance. What are whales signaling? Let's find out. It says here, blockchain data tracker Whale Alert reported a large Solana transfer made to major crypto exchange Binance. In a tweet, Whale Alert reports that 154,912 SOL worth $23 million was transferred from an unknown wallet to Binance, with this action taking place some hours back. Whales or large crypto holders often move assets to exchanges when they intend to sell or trade them. Thus, this substantial transfer has prompted attention as it coincides with a Solana price drop. At the time of writing, Solana's price was down 3.24% in the last 24 hours, indicating potential profit taking, which is okay. Look at the market right now. This is where profit taking is going to be heavy right now, for sure. To be fair, with some people predicting the market could go down a little bit again and then go back up, which is possible, definitely possible. But all of this is leading up to a bull run. So I don't worry about things like Solana that have a huge institutional backing, and that's only going to grow in the future. I expect that price to be much higher in the future. Not financial advice, just my humble opinion. I expect that price to be much higher in the future. So I don't really worry about things like Solana. I don't worry about Solana, XRP, bank coins, things like that, because I know the potentiality that they have. It says here, Solana rallied strongly from lows of $109 on August the 5th after 8 straight days of falls. Where is it now? The bounce, however, met resistance at $165. That's a heck of a recovery. That's a pretty good recovery. At the time of writing, Sol was down 3.24% in the last 24 hours to $155. I think that shows strength in Solana, that it went from 109. This is what they're saying. I don't remember how low it went at all, but it says $109 on August the 5th to 165. That shows a lot of power and strength, that it can come up very rapidly. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.